Hello and welcome to another First Impressions video from MMO Play. It's here taking a look at a collectible trading card game, I guess you could say. Yes, it's going to look and feel a little like Magic the Gathering, which I played a lot of in the late 90s and early 2000s. I played tons of Type 2 when Tempest Saga and Ursa Block was out. If you're old enough to remember that, cool. If you're not, sorry, my age is showing. But this is a free-to-play game from Games Campus. It's a fairly fun game. I found myself playing for quite a while. You start with a little rock, paper, scissors, just kind of whatever. Tutorial teaches you the basics of the play. We're gonna kind of skip ahead and get to an actual practice match. The tutorial teaches you kind of one mechanic at a time. We're gonna kind of implement all of it, what we learned, into our actual game. Alright, and we're in the game. Finally, we finished the tutorial. We're doing a practice match against the computer. You'll see the spell right here. I can cast it, costs 0 mana. You see I start with 0. What it does is I can put it over there, I draw a card immediately, next turn it'll flip into my mana zone, and then I'll get 1 mana. What am I talking about? Well, there's no lands in this game. In fact, you have to kind of discard cards to gain mana in this game. My mana pool will refresh every turn, but I have to keep putting cards in that mana zone to get anything. This card kind of lets me negate, ignore that. I mean, you'll see I'm not getting my mana this turn, but I'm getting it next turn, and I'm drawing a card, so I'm not really giving up a card advantage. So there we go, I did it twice. Now I am going to have 2 mana this turn. Last turn I only had 1, so I cast a 1/1 guy. Yes, 1/1. It is pretty much just like it. When you cast a creature, you can put them in your attack or your defense zone. Attack zone means you can attack with it. Defense zone means you can defend yourself from attackers with it. Since he has nothing out yet, I'm not really all that worried. You also notice we start with 18 hit points, because I think we need to differentiate ourselves from 20. Alright, I want a 3 out, so I'm discarding that immediately. That means I don't draw a card, but I do have 3 out. Right click will let me actually see a full screen version, or a bigger version. We're gonna bring her into play. She's a 2/2, and if she gets into a fight with an enemy monster and survives, she'll get untapped, I guess you would call it. Monsters do have quote-unquote summoning sickness. I can't attack with them this turn. If I do attack, they're not available until next turn. But since attackers can't defend anyway, that really doesn't matter as much. You also see my hero can attack him, but he's got 0 attack. There are ways to increase that. A little later in the game, we'll see some. Alright, now we're going to go ahead. We're not really in a rush for 4 mana, so we're going to put that there and get an extra card. Now, let's see, anything I really want to cast. You can also cast your spells before or after you attack. Again, it's a lot like Magic. Sometimes you just gotta base things off of a good game instead of trying to rewrite and make it But I found myself having way too much fun with this. And it's also free to play, so that was also another little issue. I just kept playing and playing. It felt and reminded me a lot like playing Duel of the Planeswalkers, which is a Magic version of, or it is an online version of Magic the Gathering. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's take a look at a little later turn, a little bit more advanced concept coming into play. Alright, so we've been going for a little bit. You see I've worn him pretty low. He's got a big attacker out, but he's got no defenders. I don't know why he's not defending himself, because he's gonna die. But you see I brought that 3/2 guy into play. What his ability is, when he comes into play, my hero gets 2 attack. That's nice, because 2 attack plus 3 attack is enough to finish him off. I'm going to kill him this turn. You'll see I have a 2/3 attacker, or defender, which lets me also give my my hero some defense. There we go, we win! This was just the first practice match. I'm guessing the NPCs get a little harder as you go. There's also multiplayer. Didn't want to try that yet. If you like the game, check it out. It's available for free. Like the content, stay tuned to more videos from MMO Play. And that game was way too much fun.